Have you guys looked at your win totals?
No.
I think I have the worst one. I had UNC over 7.5 because of schedule.
Hey, there's still time. They can get there, right? Yeah. They've only lost 4 games, right? If they win out,
I mean, I'm very happy with the vast majority of these. I think I'm going to go like 11-5, but like that one's bad, really bad.
Yes. Say it. Say what you're thinking. Say how you feel, brother.
It's not good, you know.
Can you do a dramatic reading of the letter?
Do it. Sure. Do you have the letter pulled up right now?
Yes. Would you like me to drop it in the private chat?
I mean, it's just we don't need to summarize it right now. It's the most tone deaf stuff ever.
Scroll down. I just want to hear you hit the growing up in Philadelphia.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't want Chip getting in trouble for speaking like an Italian when, you know, he can get canceled for that. Growing up near Philadelphia, I resisted the urge to become a Phillies or Eagles fan. At the time, neither team was good, so my hometown bias wasn't tested as I roamed around the North Street playground. The other team, the one named after the Revolution, the 76ers, somehow captured my heart. Since my 11th birthday, this juvenile mistake has ruined my NBA watching for the better part of 55 years, minus the time my favorite coach and North Carolina alumni Larry Brown was in charge. However, through pain and disappointment can often come knowledge, as being a fan of the team gave me a valuable team-building lesson. When new general manager Sam Hinkie introduced his trust the process, philosophy in 2013, I was reluctant to embrace his formula of losing badly to win eventually. I hated it then, hate it now, not competing to win games against every part of my sports executive philosophy. I felt Hinkie's method to rebuild the team was wrong. However, his messaging to the fans was brilliant. From his introductory press conference, everyone, except me, jumped on board. Hinkie's messaging made every fan feel part of the rebuild, which allowed them to feel a sense of belonging. He was simply exercising the second rule of leadership. Man, how long is this freaking letter? My God. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of this. What the?
No, okay, hold on. So this is the deal. This is the thing that is the most important, okay?
How long is this?
This letter, which is
tanking? Are they tanking?
This letter, which essentially said, we are going to suck. It's okay. We're building for the future, was sent before the Clemson game. Okay? This was like, don't worry, guys. It's going to be fine. And then do you know what was the very first play coming out of an off week at Clemson on national television? A procedural penalty. You had 2 weeks to prepare for the Clemson Tigers to come to your game, a game where you booked Ludacris as your pre-game concert. And the very first play from scrimmage was a procedural penalty. Hey, listen, Tom, I was over at my parents' house last night. They were at the game. Oh, God. They were like, yeah, we were in the sun, and looking at the sun was better than looking at the field. But my dad said on defense, I felt bad for the players because they were talking to each other. They didn't know what was going to happen. The players, with 2 weeks to prepare for the Clemson Tigers, were out there lost with no idea of what was going to happen. That is how Dabo dialed up a 75-yard wide receiver pass touchdown for play number 1. And the whole first half, it was just right down their throat. It is a sad, sad state of affairs. And it is, as I said on Saturday night, embarrassing because they're going to continue to get these big stages because of big old big brain Bill Belichick, and the whole world is going to see empty fans because you can send this letter to all your boosters and all your season ticket holders, and maybe the big money donors are still all the way in and they are going to buy trust the process. But you know what? A lot of the fans and a lot of the students are going to do? They are checking out and they are walking down to South Campus. They are walking right out, and they are going down to the Dean E. Smith Center, because even though the basketball team is not projected to be better than Duke, they're at least supposed to be up in the mix. Golly.
This pisses me off too, because crap in the bed and still pulling huge ratings. That's our game, bro. Like you're kind of stop stepping on our turf, right? We're the time slot champs. This is.
I mean, trust.
I can't go through another year. You're taking money out of me and Danny's pockets.
I mean, he's the talking point that's supposed to keep you invested is we're going to sign 40 freshmen. Give us 4 years.
We're going to get some great draft picks out of this. The draft position is going to be phenomenal. Nobody's told them yet. They're tanking for draft picks.
I'm super skeptical of Lombardi, right? Like that. It's wild that's the guy running this. But I do think they made some later in the cycle after that, I think they realized they screwed up some of the portal process pretty bad. They did make some guys who had actually done this in college before, and they hired them. And that could, in theory, allow them to be better this coming cycle. He's 73 years old, and we're making this one the one we're going to sign.
It's a long-term project, bud. He's only 73. He's got at least 10, 15 years in him. I
mean, it's just your simple rating system, your SRS at College Football Reference, it's one of the worst teams in program history. You go through in the modern era, your offensive and defensive EPA per snap and per game, it ranks as among the worst Power 5 conference football performances that we've had since we began taking that as a statistic. I mean, the whole sleeping giant thing was about North Carolina teams that just couldn't escape the 6-6 and 7-5. And what happened when you were just? I was running through all my spreadsheets yesterday, and I was looking fondly on that 45th spot, bud. You know, when I was just so used to seeing North Carolina as the 45th best team in the country. It used to be so easy and fine, and you're just yeah, us in Arizona. Just sitting there with some like-minded. I mean, Wake Forest hired Jake Dickert, and Wake Forest looks more competent. Purdue and Barry Odom look way more competent. They got 70 new players too.
Yeah, but at least you're winning off the field by refusing to congratulate Drake Maye. North Carolina, Bill Belichick, I don't know if you've seen the reports. The staff and those guys are not allowing them to tweet anything positive about the New England Patriots. So when Drake Maye goes and beats Josh Allen on Sunday Night Football, North Carolina is not allowed to tweet anything about it, because that's how you're going to recruit those freshmen, by not telling them about your former quarterback who's now winning games in the NFL.
If UC really wanted to do ratings, they would just put a GoPro on Bubba and have him at all the interactions with the guys who went over his head, because he was going to make a competent football hire, whether it was Matt Campbell or John Summerall or somebody with a proven track record of knowing what the hell they're doing. And I mean, that just, yeah.
For the purposes of context,
I did not think it'd be this bad, by the way. I'm not trying to be hey, I told you guys this was going to be a disaster. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but oof.
North Carolina did end up tweeting a Drake Maye after our own Ross Martin was among those who was early on with the report about the silence. They also got the word out to those who they could that they sent a care package to Drake Maye recently, and they did less than a month ago tweet a Drake Maye highlight. But
did they send him rice and water? What do you mean they sent him a care package?
A little boy in college,
starving?
Noodles. A box, Gruden's getting from everybody. A box.
They're airlifting and air dropping little packages for Drake Maye. Please don't starve in Foxborough, buddy.
God.
Did they win last night?
Yeah.
Did you see who beat the Carolina account to post a congratulatory text?
Mac Brown.
Mac Brown. He
Mac
saw
Brown.
that. He's probably
That
let me get on this right away.
I miss that,
Politician Mac Brown.
Mac Brown would lose as a double-digit favorite to Virginia or Georgia Tech, but wasn't like this. Golly. All right. Yeah. You asked. What else? What else do we want to hit for a punt for the review before we get out of here?
I was going to do my Illini Minute, but I don't know if I want to follow that up.
Let's do the Illini Minute. Let's keep it Homer Corner.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I got to get Mike Lombardi out of my brain with his 1,400 word statement about how we're sucking on purpose. It's a big
Did
deal.
you word count it?
Yeah, 1,385 words.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Of
Come on,
bullshit.
this University of North
Anyways,
Carolina, we don't read like that.
they don't write essays that long in North Carolina's like literature classes. All right.